and the press. This is a very straightforward matter, and I would want to go straight to the point. Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to our attention as a ministry that some union leaders, and the emphasis is my some union leaders, have developed the penchant of attacking my person at the least provocation, and in most cases without provocation. I think that as a ministry, we have a clear mandate to deliver, to improve upon the health sector. And it's expected, especially the players in the sector, for everybody to come on board for us to improve upon the sector. We have Mahama Cares to deliver. And at this point in time, we are ruling out the secretariat. We have free primary health care to deliver, and we are aggressively pursuing it. We have to ensure that claims at National Health Insurance are paid promptly, and all of you attest to the fact that we are doing so. We have our health facilities to retool. Maybe within the week I'll be taking delivery of equipment for screening of cervical cancer delivered by Telecell. These are the issues. When we took office, the portal for admission, we had the National Rapid Response Team, we have the Regional Rapid Response Team, the District Rapid Response Team, and very soon we are taking delivery of vaccines to integrate it as part of our response mechanisms. We have huge numbers of health professionals who have completed schools and they are settled at homes. And the government is putting effort in place to be able to make sure that these health workers who are at home get employed. Government is looking at employing some of them. We are looking at how we can export some of them. The measures include how we can look at it from the point of making them attractive on the global market. Specialists coming out with programs, that will make them specialists. And at the moment, as I speak to you now, we are looking at the post-basic specialist program. We've constituted a committee, including the rector of Ghana, Ghana Nurses and Midwives College, and then the registrar for NMC, right? For all of us to come together, let us come together and find solutions to the problems that exist. That is our preoccupation. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, let me use this opportunity to state the chronological event that happened after the incident that occurred at Ridge Hospital, to ascertain the situation. When the delegation came up upon debriefing, I realized that I had to follow up. And ladies and gentlemen, let me state this, that I have the health workers of this country at heart. And so any attempt by any individual or any group of people to try to incite the health professionals against government, pretending he cares more than us, is unfortunate. And we must stop that. It's an avoidable tension we must avoid. It doesn't help the sector. If indeed you are a practicing health professional in the sector, it doesn't help the sector. And so, when the delegation came back, I had to follow up. I was in a company with the Deputy Director General and other directors of the ministry. We joined the medical superintendent at the Ridge hospital, and I visited the victims. After going around, we had a closed-door meeting to discuss the issues, not insults. One, how to look at beefing on the internal security, staffing issues. So after the closed-door meeting, I came out to address the press to categorically condemn the physical attack. And that is the most important aspect. And for me, let me at this point reiterate to the whole country that irrespective of the level of provocation at any health facility in this country, nobody, irrespective of your status in society, absolutely nobody has the right to attack any health professional in this country. That is the gravamen of the issue. No diversionary tactics about handshaking. That is what we must concentrate on, to send a clear signal that our health professionals working at the various health facilities are safe. And so, after the engagement with the management, when I pulled out of the ward, then, in fact, in the engagement with the management, I made it clear to them that I had listened to their side of the story. And therefore, as a minister, I will also listen to the other side of the story. And I then constituted a committee to look into the matter, bring out recommendations for implementation. A lawyer, a nurse, a medical doctor, an auditor, an HR person to go into the matter. Now, when I pulled out, my attention was drawn to a gentleman called Ralph, who was at the center of the controversy. And so he was working towards us as a group. The medical director was with me. The deputy director general was also with me. Then I asked, why did you do this, gentleman? When I asked, most of you were there. I mean, the press, you were there. So you can attest to what I'm saying. You were there with me. When I asked him, the gentleman then stretched his hand, shaking me and trying to whisper something into my ears. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, should I push the guy that don't whisper anything into my ears? Should I snub him? Should I shout at him? Even if that guy has been prosecuted and sentenced to life imprisonment, and he stretches his hand to shake me, as a minister, as a public officer, I have the duty to stretch and greet him. So let us not reduce the fact that I shook hands with him does not mean that I should stop any measure or any steps that the ministry or government will take to unravel the situation. And so I understand, on a more lighter note, I have been reminded of the fact that I'm a farmer. Yes, nobody needs to remind me. I'm a proud farmer, and everybody knows it. Not until my appointment, I was one of the largest rice farmers in this country, and I'm proud of that. Please, we have a lot to deliver, and some of these things will not divert our attention. We will continue to do our best for Mother Ghana. I thank you for the opportunity. So if you have any questions.
Minister, I want to just go back to a tree, just do it briefly in tree for us, then we can take the questions. Thank you.
Yo, Madam Asibibre, dear Mikaye Yana say, Yanyanim Tia, na Yakin Yadrin so Esiso. I were a coin beer. Union leaders a binom edidi matem no mo sopame abra me nyo mo hwe me de madwen ni se amamuo ananyansa de ni nipa ba ko fotiri nti obia oye adwuma e wo health sector na wo so de na adwen ba ni ehwe kwan ya ye be fa so a health sector no ebetumpon enya atem didie ye wo mahama cares ye hu adwuma samre ye du akiri pa ye wo free primary health care ye hu adwuma e kwan be ne ye be fa so a hospital ahodo ebenya mfidi o mo de be ye adwuma ya nurse for any health professionals ahodo mo be school o mo ti fie o mo nya adwuma nye eni de keka ka ho bebre e wo se tu ho ana mo enya atem didie ni ye de be ye adwuma wa eno so mu ya bam emfree de wo se ye ho ma de ewo mu ni say weekend atwam yi assembly esi our Rich Hospital esi ye no manti anda mesoma directors binum say omon call Rich Hospital ho omon hwehwem omon ba mamane omon ba ye na meti omun nsam wie ye na hu akohia say e wo say mi akasa mitu anamo na mekoho enkankan sane yese yabo obi na ayese a doctor for ene omo ye adwuma wo ho no omo wo ehun bi ato mo so mo ntime nya adwuma na wo say mi ankasa as a minister no me kona me kɔ reassure wo no me kɔ na me kɔ show mu nkuran ntime kɔ ho me kɔ ye no me kɔ hwɛ ayarefo a omo wo ho me wie ye no me ni management edi nkita ho ya ma pressman bia ahoma ho ye nkita ho die na chire no ye hwɛ niam ye be ya ebetumi a improve hospital no ne dwumadie ebiti say kwan ye be fa so a ye security nsam be koyie wo hospital ho ebiti say kwan ye be fa so a ombenya adwumayefo dodo ye din komo ni nyina wie no na asema make nyina mo nhyɛ ne nso sɛ enya asam no mu na me kyerɛkyerɛ eno de ɛwɔ committee nsam ni sɛ obi yɛ bɔne sɛ obi anya bɔne time bɛn obi kɔ hɔ hwan na ɛbɔ obi hwan na ama obi enya na meka ho asɛm if you say mon kai sɛ asam no ne nan ne yemi no ɛwɔ de yen as ministry betimi adi ho asɛm and ye what the criminal aspect meti hai the criminal aspect is not within my jurisdiction. The police will deal with that and they are dealing with that according to my information. Inti mi wie we nyina no a mi pie ye no mi pie abonten no na obi omo draw my attention catch him say friend Raf na mo nsantwerefo bebre mu ho minim no because Raf na ye kan wasem na ye den na sa asem we see ye na Raf ni bisa ne sa na o ten ne nsa sa obechia me no aka bibi aguma sum adofo mintimi mpushi nipa yi mintimi mmono na in fact the kanku masumu ni say minister member office ma be cheche o menso mediem ta no ka kire and asem si so a aso tie afanu ni nyina inti boni amaye ni say Ghana ni what stretching in say o person chia me na me so ma chia ni bi na se man chia no so again them what they can differently the conversation would have been different today if I had refused to greet him. I'm very sure that the conversation would have been different today. Intimate chiani. And no just say there was a piano, ya chiani. yɛntumi nyɛ saa nneɛma no nti yɛbɛsrɛ mo deɛ wɔ sɛ yɛyɛ biara we will do it adeɛ no na akɔyɛ mmienu the criminal aspect ɛne deɛ ministry no nso anammɔn a yɛtu na asresɛm a meka atwa atoɔ ɛne sɛ mate sɛ obi kae me sɛ masa woyɛ kuani o na deɛ meka nyinaa ne sɛ ɛhia sɛ obi bɛkae me menim da bia da mate kɔ sɛ meyɛ kuani kɛseɛ paa na mede bɔkɔ a me ho so. I remember the first question was when the committee will conclude its work. We are giving them 1 week within which to present to me their report. So that's about that. And what will we do, or what are we doing about the fact that people have to fight for attention when they get to the various health facilities? And let me make the point again. Here, you don't need to literally fight. You have no right. It is not like I'm appealing to you, or it's like you are being persuaded not to fight. Or no, that's it. You don't have that right. It's illegal. It's unlawful to attack a health professional. And so the best you can do is to lodge a complaint. And that brings me to the client service. So this is what we are doing. We have some numbers available where if people feel dissatisfied, okay, I'm told the numbers have been displayed on the screen. When they feel dissatisfied, you can then call. The fact that you have called to lodge a complaint doesn't mean that you are right. We will look into the matter and then appropriately dealt with it